Welcome to Hatman Strikes Back Daily Boxing News. So, Jarrell Miller, in several interviews this week, is claiming that Anthony Joshua has turned down a fight with him 4 times in the past month. He also claimed that Jared Anderson and Deontay Wilder have turned down fights with him in recent days. However, Eddie Hearn claims that he has received not one offer for Anthony Joshua to fight Jarrell Miller. And since that response from Eddie Hearn, Jarrell Miller's done subsequent interviews where he said that AJ was sent 2 offers rather than 4 to fight him over the past few weeks. What on earth is going on there? Now, as Derek Chisora pointed out, in a friendly back and forth that he had with Miller, AJ already agreed to fight him, already signed to fight him back in, 2018, 2019? And Jarrell Miller felt the need to take PEDs. So he had his opportunity to fight AJ, and he blew it. And he's failed several other PED tests since then. Therefore, Anthony Joshua, as far as I'm concerned, has a legitimate reason for never wanting to fight Jarrell Miller, because how do you know this guy's even going to be clean? Of course, there's going to be VADA testing, but then you wonder if AJ has turned down any offers, is it because Miller won't agree to VADA testing? But even if he did, here we have a guy who obviously knows an awful lot about PEDs, a guy who hangs around with big bodybuilders and powerlifters and stuff like that. And these kind of people talk amongst themselves. They give each other tips and information and hook each other up with individuals who can show them the latest ways to pass PED tests, to game the system. So even with VADA in place, there's no guarantee that a PED cheat would be caught. There's an elevated chance, of course, but there are going to be some people who manage to get past even VADA with their cheating ways. So yeah, because of Jarrell Miller's history specifically with AJ's got no obligation to fight Jarrell Miller ever, as far as I'm concerned. Neither does any other heavyweight for that matter, because of his history. Be that as it may, I do like watching Jarrell Miller fight. I do think he's stylistically a problem for most heavyweights out there, but it's down to each individual heavyweight as to whether they want to give him that opportunity. He certainly doesn't deserve it. Any heavyweight would be very generous to give this guy an opportunity, but that's their choice. Miller still curiously likes pushing this narrative that British heavyweights are soft. And again, as Derek Chisora pointed out, Miller's such a tough guy that he felt like he needed PEDs to beat AJ. The next time he signed to fight a British fighter was Daniel Dubois, and he got stopped. After that, he was supposed to fight Derek Chisora, but the fight fell through because of Miller's contractual situation with Dimitri Salita. But subsequent to that, after the Andy Ruiz fight, he signed to fight another UK fighter in Fabio Wardley, and he pulled out, citing an injury. It wasn't Wardley that pulled out, and he didn't specify, Jarrell Miller, what injury it was. Gave us no proof of any injury. And with a guy this dishonest, oh yeah, we want to see proof. So he really needs to stop smack talking British fighters. He's in no position to at this stage. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.